Good morning, everyone. I'm Geng Yuanzeng, an undergraduate student majoring in digital media technology at Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool University. Today, I'm excited to present our work titled XR Exhibit Plus, an AI-enhanced XR museum guide based on constructivism and connectivism theories. And apologize for not being able to attend UbiSense in person, but I'm very glad to have the chance to present our study remotely. So museums are no longer just places for displaying artifacts, they are becoming interactive learning environments. However, many digital solutions such as XR or AI guides are often implemented without a solid educational foundation. Our research bridges this gap by grounding design in two key learning theories, constructivism and connectivism. Constructivism, which emphasizes that people learn best through experience and reflection. Connectivism, which views knowledge as distributed across networks and built through connections between people, ideas, and technologies. Previous studies show that large language models can serve as interactive guides, enabling natural conversations that increase engagement and curiosity. Likewise, XR technologies such as augmented and virtual reality create immersive environments that people can experience history and culture firsthand. However, most existing systems focus on technology rather than pedagogy, resulting in fragmented and less meaningful experience. By combining these two perspectives, we design XR Exhibit Plus, a system that transforms museums into intelligent, social, and theory-driven learning spaces. And our work explores three questions. First, can AR Exhibit Plus enhance physical museum experience? Second, can VR Exhibit Plus improve virtual museum experience? And how do VR and AR experience compare? We begin with a formative study, interviewing 5 museum visitors and a museum professional. Participants mentioned key issues like information overload from static texts, difficulty connecting emotionally with exhibits, and limited opportunities for sharing thoughts. These insights inspire the design of our system, focusing on personalized, interactive, and socially connected learning through 4 features. The first one is two-tip introduction. This is artifact annotations that reduce cognitive load. The second one is LLM chatbot. This is a conversational agent enabling real-time personalized dialogue with exhibits. The third one is message board, a shared space for visitors to post reflections and interpretations. And finally, exhibit network, a visual knowledge graph linking related exhibits across institutions. We have 2 versions of XR Exhibit Plus. For physical museum, we have AR Exhibit Plus, which means visitors using mobile devices to access our system. And for virtual museum, we have VR Exhibit Plus, which means visitors wearing VR headsets and using controllers to interact with the exhibits. Figure 2 shows the technical implementation of XR Exhibit Plus. For the AR version, exhibits were 3D scanned using an iPhone with LiDAR and developed in Unity with Vuforia for model tracking, making it compatible with most mobile devices. The VR version recreated the museum layout in Unity and was deployed to a Pico 4 headset. The LLM chatbot was implemented through a pipeline combining Tencent Cloud speech-to-text and text-to-speech services with ByteDance Doubao model for conversational responses. This enables natural, real-time voice interactions with the exhibits and creating an immersive and personalized museum experience. And this is the process of artifact 3D scanning. So to evaluate XR Exhibit Plus, we used 3 scales. First, the museum experience scale measured engagement, learning, meaningful experience, and emotional connection. Second, the museum multimedia guide scale assessed usability, ease of control, and interaction quality. Finally, we used the system usability scale to check the overall usability, of both AR and VR versions. Participants rate each item on a 5-point scale and also gave satisfaction scores for the 4 main features. We conducted a mixed method study with 28 participants, divided into AR and VR groups. Participants experienced both traditional and XR-enhanced museum visits. Each session included a traditional visit, an XR visit, pre- and post-questionnaires, and post-interviews. This design allowed us to compare not only AR versus VR, but also XR versus traditional formats, providing comprehensive insights into both performance and perception. Quantitatively, both AR and VR Exhibit Plus significantly improve engagement, learning, and emotional connection compared with traditional museum formats. While VR Exhibit Plus improved across all 4 experience dimensions, including meaningfulness. Usability scores were also high, around 73 for AR and 79 for VR, both exceeding the industry benchmark of 68. There was no significant difference between AR and VR overall, showing strong cross-platform consistency. Our qualitative results show that XR Exhibit Plus made museum visits more engaging and educational. Participants enjoyed the chat and tooltip features, which made learning more interactive and personalized. Many said the voice interaction felt natural, and the message board encouraged sharing ideas with others. Some users did mention that responses were sometimes brief or slow, and they weren't always sure what to ask. But overall, they felt XR Exhibit Place turned a regular museum visit into a lively, intelligent, and social experience. Our findings support all 3 research questions. First, AR Exhibit Plus successfully enhanced the real-world museum visits by layering digital, contextual information. However, its small screen size and limited exhibits somewhat reduced the sense of wonder. Second, VR Exhibit Plus offered a fully immersive experience that deepened conceptual connections and emotional engagement. Third, comparing AR and VR, both were equally effective overall, suggesting the theoretical framework can transfer across modalities. And of course, our study has some limitations. First, the sample size was relatively small and limited to university students, which restricts generalizability. Second, the exhibits came from a single university museum, and the evaluation focused on short-term experience. In the future, we plan to test the XR Exhibit Plus with larger and more diverse audience across different museum types and cultures. We also aim to support multi-user interactions, real-time collaboration between physical and virtual spaces, and adaptive learning pathways based on users' interest or prior knowledge. And that's all for my presentation. We hope this work inspires further research into adaptive, inclusive, and collaborative XR education. And thank you very much for listening.